Where's my picture? There I am. Where's my background? Ta-da! There we go.
Herder of Cat says,
Lol.
Yeah, I can't even stream properly. What kind of streamer am I?
You're on the wrong side.
Can you see? Merry T-Rexmas.
Aw.
Right. Day 7. Yay!
That's awesome.
Pumpkin Spiced Lottie says, hello.
Start the box. I kept myself this side because I was reading the notes. It uses the attack box again, so I'd have only moved myself anyway. So yeah, Maldocs roasting on an open fire. It's a CyberChef task, which is funny because we used that yesterday, kind of like an impromptu cyberchefing. So let's pop CyberChef up.
Herder of Cat says,
Hey, Lottie kids.
Audley Normal says, hello.
Hey, Oddly Normal. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. If you want to change how text-to-speech says your voice, you can change it here. So, wait for my attack box to spin up. But yeah, we can read on. So, in the previous task, we learned that McSkidy was indeed a victim of spearphishing. The campaign also contained a suspicious-looking document, division of labor, load share plan .doc. So yeah, that's what we got the hash of earlier. McSkidy accidentally opened the document, and it's still unknown what this document did in the background. McSkidy has called on the in-house expert Forensic McBlue to examine the malicious document and find the domains that it redirects to. Malicious documents may contain a suspicious command to get executed when opened, an embedded malware as a dropper, malware installer component. Or you may have some C2 domains that it connects to.
Herder of Cat says,
I haven't done today's day yet.
Slacking. And this one came out really early today, actually, so all the times I've been bitching that it comes out at like 6 PM, this was out by midday. I'm impressed. Learning objectives. We're going to learn what is CyberChef. We're going to learn what the capabilities of CyberChef are. How to leverage CyberChef to analyze a malicious document. That's quite cool. How to deobfuscate, filter, and parse data. So for today's task, you'll need to deploy the machine attached to the task by pressing the Start Machine button located in the top right of the task. The machine will launch in a split-screen view. If it does not, you'll need to press the blue Show Split Screen button. CyberChef is a web-based application used to slice, dice, encode, decode, parse, and analyze data or files. The CyberChef layout is explained below. An offline version of CyberChef is bookmarked in Firefox on the machine attached to the task. So if you haven't seen it before, you have, where's number 1? 1 is the input. So everything you put in this box, it's like a free text field, is our input text or our input, like ASCII, whatever the binary data we want as an input goes there. This number 2 contains various functions, also known as recipes, that we'll use to, you'll see like they've got ones for doing data formatting, ones for encryption, public key crypto, like every single possible like transformation you could do on this input. You stick them in this recipe slot, and then you get the corresponding output of that transformation put in this bottom corner. And then the bake button just tells it to run through the recipe. So I'm guessing we'll need CyberChef in there as well, but if I just show you quick. So Mike is awesome. And then
Thank you for the follow.
Thank you for the follow. So if we do 2 base 64, you can get what the base 64 encoding is. And also you'll see the highlighting. So if I highlight the TW, you can see that that TW is represented by the M. So if we did like M on its own, okay, well it's slightly not the same, but yeah, so you get like, you'll see that that first bit there still represents the M. And then as soon as we get the next character in, it highlights the I, and so on. So you can see which parts of the output correspond to the input. It probably doesn't work too well with a binary transformation, but if we do something like a 2 hex, you'll see that like these first couple codes again should correspond. And it's not doing it. Brilliant. There we go. So if I highlight my name, you get the hex encoding for my name. Should do it the other way, but it's not for whatever reason. But right, so using CyberChef for malware doc analysis. This is quite cool. I never would have thought of using it for that. I've always just used it for like helping with dev activity, but you can utilize the functions known as recipes from the left panel in CyberChef to analyze a malicious doc. Each step is explained below. Add the file to CyberChef. Drag the invoice doc file from... Okay, so we will need that. So let's fire up Firefox. Because we need the offline version. And you can download that yourself as well if you git clone the CyberChef product. Yeah, you can run it locally and have your own version that isn't sending everything to GHCQ. So we'll drag that in as our input. And with no transformations, you just get like the raw, like binary, like what is essentially a binary view of what the file data is. So we open up the input, and then what's it want us to do? So we can extract the strings. So there should be a strings, which we've got to search for it. So just drag that in. And then we'll get every string that's in that file spat into the output. It's the same as the strings command. So if we're on terminal, strings, or stings, strings, doc. Oh, it's strings.
Christy says, ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho. And I've opened it. I didn't want to open it. Right, close. Stop. Strings. Gosh, that's better. So you get like the same sort of output.
Did you know?
Did I know? Did I know what? So we've got, with the example below, we can see different string lengths, sub-obfuscated strings. Narrow down the search to show the strings with larger lengths. Keep increasing the minimum length until you remove all of the noise and are left with only meaningful strings. So we go...
Whatever that notification was from LOL.
What notification? This is really confusing. So we keep bumping that up.
Never mind.
Oh, okay. I'm even more confused now.
Reflamau.
Right, should be able to drag this over a bit. It's not very big, is it? So keep going, get rid of the noise. That's going up to like 200, so it's... And we'd want to match on all printable characters. That looks about right, doesn't it? 258. So then we can find and replace. What are we doing find and replace for? We're replacing all of the slashes and new lines. So find and replace. This uses regex, so we can put this little regex in there. So
You can change to strings.
yeah, but we'll leave it as this for now.
Instead of regex.
Yeah. Good shout. So there's the other options. So attackers often add random characters to obfuscate the actual value. If we examine, we can find some repeated characters. As these characters are common in different places, we can use a regex to find and replace the function to remove the nonsense. To use regex, we'll put the characters within the square brackets, use a backslash to escape characters, and in this case the final regex will be this, where /n represents the line feed. It's evident from the result that we're dealing with a PowerShell script. So, okay, yeah, so there we go. So CMD, message, username, word experienced in error trying to open file. PowerShell hidden. So we've got some extra characters like carrots and stuff. Do we have to get rid of that? Number 4, drop bytes. To get access to the base64 string, we need to remove extra bytes from the top. The drop bytes function will add the drop bytes function, keep increasing the number until the top bytes are removed. So let's find drop bytes. There it is. Add that down the bottom. And screenshot saying 124, so let's do 124. If we jump back a couple, this is where the encoding stuff goes. So we just remove that line. And with the top bytes gone, we should be able to decode the base64 that's remaining. So this is the encoded payload. So if we do base64, do from. So we convert from the base64 into its original encoding. Then we need to decode UTF-16. So the base64 decoded result indicates that a PowerShell script which is likely an interesting finding. In general, the PowerShell scripts use Unicode UTF-16LE encoding. So we'll need to decode that text into the relevant UTF-16E as shown below. So we need another decode. This is why these recipes are so cool, because you can just keep adding these on. So we want decode text. Check that at the bottom. And then we're not doing UTF-8, we're doing UTF-16E. Does it matter which one? What's the difference? 1200. See, our output's changed again, so then we should have
16 little Indian.
Okay, cool. So the other one should be big endian. Yeah, LEBE. Nice, thank you for that.
Yes.
So
Is
then
translated from Welsh.
we do find and replace again. So if we look at the output, we'll find various domains with weird letters, open square bracket or close square bracket B2H underscore. So we've got can't even see that. Where's create directory variable?
We gaming today?
Maybe later. Yeah. See how long this takes. I can't even see that code. How are you? How are you supposed to find that? Let's just look for it. B.
HTTP.
Phrase not found. What? What? How it? It's not even finding HTTP. Have we done something wrong? Doesn't look like it. But... Or have I skipped a step? Yes, I've skipped a step. That's what it is. So we should, what's the next one? Find and remove common patterns. So we've got another find and replace. So let's do that. So we're cleaning up this garbage that we've still got. And we're looking for repeated characters of apostrophe bracket plus. Okay, so we want to look for. This would take you a long time to sit there and like analyze all the things that it could possibly be. Just going to copy that one because it looks like there's two apostrophe types that are single quote. So let's copy that into the clipboard. Okay. And we're replacing it with nothing because that should get rid of it. Cool. And then.
And a lot of times I do one at a time because you can't tell if they are grouped or not.
Yeah. So that's the one we skipped. Then we got another find and replace. So now we should see, there we go. So there's the B2 plus H rubbish. So did I miss a plus? I did miss a plus. So we should have done brackets. I did equals. Yeah, so that should be plus and not equals. So let's go back to the regex, change the equals for a plus. Cool. And then do another find and replace down the bottom. And then this is where we get rid of square B2H underscore and replace that with HTTP.
There is the flag, I see it lol.
So let's just see that replace. If I do like XXX, you can see all the places where that URL should be, so you can spot that it should be HTTPS. So it makes more sense when you see it that way. So HTTP. So then we get the actual URLs. And then let's minimize the clipboard. So now we can do extract URL. That goes down the bottom. And then we've got our URL. And we can split them. Okay, so there's another one. How many of these things are there? So split. And we're going to split on the @ character.
Just the last bit, I guess.
Yep, and then what do they replace it with? Just another new line. Cool. So that just splits the URLs. Defang the URL, so this will kind of sanitize them a bit. So defang.
Normally after this you use defang recipe and add them in the tickets to be blocked.
Yeah, that makes sense. So you basically chuck it in the report. So there's the defanged ones. And great work. So now we've done that, we should be able to answer the question. So what is the version of CyberChef found within the attached VM? So that's up the top there. That's 9.49.0. How many recipes were used to extract URLs from the malicious docs? And we should have a count of the recipe somewhere. No, I can just count them. So strings 1, find replace 2, drop bytes 3, find replace 4, find replace 5, extract URL 6, split 7, defang 8. Which is wrong because I've left out all of the encoding steps. Quick maths. Right, strings 1, find replace 2, drop bytes 3, base64 4, decode text 5, find replace 6, find replace 7, extract URLs 8, split 9, defang 10. I've learned how to math today, there we go. Right. We found a URL that was downloading a suspicious file. What is the name of the malware? So, mysterygift.exe.
Like a Christmas song lol.
There we go. What's the hint for that one, even though we got it? Provide a non-defanged output. Okay. What was the last defanged URL of the Yeti Bandit domain found in the last step? So we want to copy that one. And again, because it's in the attack box, you've got to go through the clipboard. And what is the ticket found in one of the domains? So domain/golden flag. That's THM mysterious girl. I want to get close to you. Flag. Okay. If you liked the investigation today, you might also enjoy the Security Information Event Management module. Yes, I would. Right, so yeah, and that's it. So yeah, nice little play with CyberChef. Definitely would have preferred it full screen though. So check out the actual tool if you want to play with it. Let's paste that in chat.
Rare parrot, rare parrot, rare parrot.
Sex says. Web link.
Away. Terminate the box. And we're done with day 7. Again, this was less less hard work, but it's good to see how you extract. I quite like the use of CyberChef for doing the strings and sort of delving into it a bit. It's like not quite IDA Pro, but it's yeah, it's an interesting way of having a peek into the EXE. Cool. Right, well, we'll check out tomorrow's one. Those extremes. Moves on.
Christy says.
Kringlacon started as well XD.
Yes, yeah, do KringleCon. Sans KringleCon challenge. Don't know if I'll be streaming those. I don't know if you can stream those ones. Just...
Oh, I don't think they mind. Oh.
I can't find it. Who we got to raid? Ending with Hallie, she's on.
I'm so mad.
She's so mad, apparently. Alright, let's go raid ending with Hallie. And we'll be back tomorrow for day 8. Yeah, thank you again just for popping in. A lot of these are just going to be quick little streams. I'll be doing proper streams in the new year. But yeah, thanks again for popping in. Keep up with the labs yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow. Ciao!